What's up, everybody? It's your boy Andrew Esquire. Late night here in Bangkok, but I've been grinding after some crazy days. I've got a crazy story, which I think people aren't going to believe. People are going to be like Nux when he was talking about the politician he reached out to. Like, hey, no, somebody reached out to me. People are going to say after today, Legal Mindset is making up some stuff. He's being dramatic, whatever. No, I've got the Carfax. I've got photos to prove it. If anyone wants to see them, I can show them to them, privately, of course. I keep them private. But yeah, no, it's been crazy. And it's all because of shock collars and Hassan. This is a trending topic. It's going crazy. People are pissed off about it. And Antifa, most of all, is going to be pissed off with my proposition for shock collaring Hassan and shock collaring prisoners like Antifa in the U.S. That's something that Donald Trump can get on right away and make a huge change in the prison system in the United States. It's a massive change, but it's going to piss a lot of people off. It's going to make people angry. People are going to come at me. But hey, listen, I speak the truth and I speak for freedom. And if I'm dying for truth and freedom, then I'm dying for truth and freedom. If I'm the Charlie Kirk of Thailand, the Thailand version of Charlie Kirk, that's what it is, right? I'm willing to die for that. I'm willing to stick up for truth and freedom because I'm an American. I'm a red-blooded American, a little bit of a rebel, a little bit of a pirate. But that's what I am. That's who I am. I'm very real. Today is going to be the most real live ever. My Fast Facts was so real. There's stuff that came out that I didn't even... Honestly, it's not very professional of me. It's very different. And I want you guys to tell me when you watch the Fast Facts and after today's live, if you like this new style or not. Tell me in the comments of me just being very real with you. I tried to stick to the law, but today, because of what's been happening to me over the last 3 days and how crazy it's been, how unbelievable it's a little more emotional because it's been emotional for me to have people stalking me and tracking me and coming after me. These Antifa crazy woke white women and their thug allies that they were probably hired by Soros money to be coming after me. But listen, man, I'm willing to stick up for truth and freedom, and I'm not going to let these woke women and these Soros thugs and Antifa stop me. I'm going to speak the truth. I'm going to speak up, and no one's going to stop me to do that. No amount of Soros money is going to stop that. No amount of CCP, commie, leftist stuff. No amount of Hassan Piker, the golden boy. None of these people are going to stop me. So we're going to have a real one today. I don't know how long we'll go. The Fast Facts was a record 22 minutes. Yeah. So by the way, Legal Mindset's been taken out. If I get taken out, you know who it is, right? Look into the Antifa people, the San people, and then their local allies, right? So whoever they hired locally, look into that because they're going to have to hire some local people, maybe whatever. I don't know, the mob or something like that. Look into that. Look into who took me out. I know there's some people out there that watch my channel all over the world. We've got almost 400,000 subscribers right now. A lot of people know people, right? So, talk to the people that know people and figure out who killed Legal Mindset, right? Because that'll be the thing. It's like, who killed Legal Mindset? I'm joking about it because you have to joke about stuff like this. If you don't joke and have fun and take it, what are you going to go sit there and cry all day? Right. Every day we live and we know we can die. Right. And one thing I haven't talked about, I'm going to talk about some of the locals, especially after Charlie Kirk, is and this is something, once again, I'm not going to turn into like a preaching YouTube channel here, but and I want to just bring this out. After Charlie Kirk, I found my faith in God again. I grew up a Christian. And after that, it kind of woke up in me again. And, very non-traditional. I'm very different. And I'm not, somebody everybody's going to agree with. And I'm not going to turn this into a gospel channel. Might talk about on locals with like private conversation on locals only. But, it's something that, when you have faith, right, you're not afraid of dying, right? You're not afraid of dying. It's a different thing. And you feel free. You feel very free. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to be talking about this collaring Hassan and how everything's going here and how crazy it is and kind of life over here. It's great. It's great. So let me read some super chats and then we're going to get started here. From the couch to the TV, Kia will be free. Awesome. Catch Up Raven said time for some healthy legal talk. And that's right. And some non-legal talk. I'm going to talk about Mudang today. A lot of people don't know about Mudang. They're going to learn about Mudang today. We're learning about Mudang today. A lot of people ask about Mudang and why I love Mudang. And I did a deep psychological analysis because people don't know this about me, but I know psychology very well. I've studied psychology very well, human psychology, other stuff. Like I'm really an expert with psychology. I think I actually may have depression. So I've like been looking into that and the symptoms of depression and how to treat that and deal with that in a thoughtful way. And for myself and for others that I care about that may have that. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of that. So there's going to be a lot of non-legal yapping today. So hopefully you guys like that. If you don't, then get the hell out of here. I don't care. I don't care about your opinions. I've really stopped caring about haters. Haters are going to hate. I'm going to have haters no matter what, especially after today. I'm going to have a legion of haters because there's going to be many things I'm going to say that are going to piss people off. Like today, I'm going to finally confess the sin that all of my people that have been trying to come for me a long time, that I'm a heterosexual male who likes women. I know that's a sin in modern society to like hot women, but I am not afraid of that sin. Hold on. Don't we have Shondo talking about that? Let's do the Shondo clip. Where's the Shondo clip? God, I can find that. Mega based. Here we go.
Not a sin. I cannot absolve you. Mega based.
It is not indeed a sin to like hot women. 19 kilometers, a shocking mindset. I know. Stephanie Lima, what's up? Chaos says, don't forget to like the stream. It's going to be a crazy one. El Paver said, holy crap, you're attacked by a Karen, weren't you? I was stalked by Karens. Oh my God. They were the most Karen looking Karens. I have an AI generated photo of one of them and the other one is like somebody in a wig, like a blonde wig. Oh my God. It was crazy. Not my clowns for 10 legal mindset memberships. Thank you so much. Let's use the JoJo. Yes. Great anime. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Wild says, we still love you, Scuff Master. Scuff, what's up? Appreciate you. Stephanie Lirma, thank you. Appreciate that. V-Mental said the title is really shocking. How would you get in big trouble? Anyways, be careful with titles. Sorry, I almost said titties. We're going to talk about titties today, too. This one was a big jolt for me. I know. Listen, it's controversial. And I'm going to tell you why it's a dangerous topic. I've got the PP. That's a PowerPoint for those that are new and don't know what a PP is. We're not talking about anything dirty. No obscenity, right? We're talking about PowerPoints. In fact, I'll pull up the PowerPoint right now, which I've prepared for this. It's short. I was stressing about this one for days. For days, I've been stressed about this one on how to do it. And I realized, seeing all the news and seeing everything coming out, sometimes it's better just to do it. It's better just to let it rip. It's better just to put it out there and just let it be raw and real and genuine. I do all of my stuff in one take. I know a lot of people out there, they do polished videos. They do all these perfectly edited videos. That's not my style, guys. I like to do one take and do everything, like doing it live. And then my fast facts, I do them in one take. There's no editing, whatever else. Now, in the future, I'm building a team. The Mindset production team that's helping me with TikToks. We're starting a new TikTok. I'll get that information out there soon. Hopefully Barron Trump can watch some of this stuff and pass it to him. Instagram, I'm going to start being more active there so that different people get my access to the content. But a lot of people don't realize how little effort I like to put into these things because I am kind of lazy sometimes. And I like to get the message out there. I'm a big picture guy. Like I think big picture. I don't think small picture. I'm not like a petty detail guy. I'm a big picture. And I like thinking about the big picture. I like thinking about the big picture on how to get things done, how to be efficient, how to do things properly, how to do things legally, right? So even if it's a little bit gray area, right? If it's legal, it's okay, right? Just make it legal. Right? If it's legal, it's okay. It's okay, right? But just legal, follow the law, right? I'm a lawyer, follow the law, right? We can deal with the gray area, and I like the gray area. The gray area is fun, right? The gray area is very fun. But yeah, we won't stop. We'll keep at it. That's right. I'm not going to stop, and I know you guys aren't going to stop, my very based fans. Real Kimball Jim Blade says, here's to hoping you stay safe. We'll see. I may or may not, guys. Once again, I may or may not, but if I die, I die. It is what it is. Ooh, go Andrew. What's up? Wild Man of Yavin says, I'll bet that lizard behind you looks shifty. This is not a lizard. Okay, Danielle, ban them from a chat for shit talking Mudang. Okay, I have an entire slide on how I love Mudang. Okay, ban this motherfucker from the chat right now, or they can apologize. If they apologize, it's fine. If they apologize, it's fine. I'm about forgiveness. I'm a big forgiveness man. If someone tells me directly what I did wrong, directly, I will apologize for that. but they need to tell me directly, not indirectly or through covert messages or other bullshit. They got to tell me directly to my face what I did wrong, and then I will apologize. But a lot of people are very petty and feminine, and they try to say you in an indirect way because they're petty and feminine, right? But as a man, you should speak to someone directly because that's what men are supposed to do, right? Zorro says, based mindset. That's right. Poff in the Valkyrie says, welcome back home, brother. I know. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hugashaka for 10 Legal Mindset memberships. Thank you so much. Yes. And then Awu Inu for 10 says, don't feel like Hassan will ever face any actual consequences. He should strip on stream and start doing unspeakable things and get at most a 2-day suspension. Twitch cannot care. No, he needs to get the shock collar. He needs to have the shock collar placed on him, and he needs to have the same pain he inflicted on that person. So I believe that that is retributive justice. We studied that on this channel. We talked about it a million times. If you do something wrong, you should have the same punishment, the exact same punishment. Now, if you can apologize and make it right, that's fine, right? Make it even, make it right. You know, maybe you talk about it, right? There's a chance to work things out, you know, generate a win-win scenario, right? I'm all about win-win scenarios. I love win-win scenarios, right? Everybody wins, right? Everybody wins. Everybody can win in a legal mindset world. That's why I was a corporate attorney. Because as a corporate attorney, we're not like adversarial attorneys. Corporate attorneys, many people don't understand, work to generate win-wins with transactions, right? So when I did working as in-house counsel, and I'm still in-house counsel, you know, on a certain basis, you'll meet the company that I'm working with very soon. They're actually going to come to Bangkok pretty soon, and I'm going to have a meeting with them here. Really cool guy. We'll probably go to the cigar bar right near where I'm at and have a little conversation there. Really cool place. I'm really lucky to live in a place that's got super cool amenities. It's got super cool stuff going on. I'm trying not to dox myself because obviously Antifa is already after me, but it is what it is. Hoopty91 says, haters gonna hate, but pimp's gonna keep going on through things time to time. Keep on pimping. I ain't gonna never stop pimping, except for actual pimping is bad, right? People should have agency, right? Have agency, right? It should not be like a situation where you're controlling. I hate control. I like equality, right? Equality is really what I like, not controlling people. Controlling people is stupid, right? And anybody who wants to control somebody is just dumb, right? You should try to work a win-win where it's equality, so you can come to an equal deal. So you're equal partners, right? Where one is equal with the other, right? So you have on the same level, right? One should not be above the other. You should be equal. And I'm an American, and I believe in equality, right? That's at the core of my values. As an American, equality is important for Americans. Now, not for all cultures. Different cultures believe in domination and believe in control. But as an American, and I am the most American, red-blooded American out there, and if that gets me in trouble for being a red-blooded heterosexual American male, God wills it. Deuce Volt. I'm willing to go in on being a heterosexual American male, right? I'm not afraid of that shit at all whatsoever. So yeah. Nugsy for 5, thank you. Legal Mindset is in favor of getting cooties. Oh, I've probably gotten cooties at one point. God. Yeah, no, come on. Legal Mindset's gotten cooties before. I'll just say that's probably happened. Silbury says for 19, honestly, the last week has been a stockpile of examples for shut up with how many established creators have been opening their mouths for no reason. Could you dedicate a stream to it? Yeah, I could try. Hexenhammer says, from the couch to the TV, Kea will be free. There we go. 19 kilometers says, no, seriously, man, stay safe from freaks. Unfortunately, you hear what happened to you. Yeah, and the thing is, and I'm going to talk about this today, a lot of people, and even I felt this way at a point before what happened to me recently with first Johnny Somali's stalkers, and then recently even more stalkers. First Johnny Somali stalkers, which happened back at Bonpo in Ekamai. There was some dude stalking me and paying attention to my conversation there, which threw me off big time. But then there's more people, woke white women stalking me. Woke white women make me really uncomfortable. You know, ugly, they're scowling at you, right? That's like the key of a woke white woman. You know a woke white woman when you see one. When she's scowling, she's not hot, she's not friendly, right? That's a woke white woman, and that's the stalkers I've got. They're all woke white women. They're not hot. like the normal women here in Bangkok that are hot and friendly and nice, or at least cute. You know, they're smiling. They're like, you know, smiling, greeting you friendly, right? You know, like that. They've been gone the last couple of days. It's only been woke white women, right, chasing me down. And that means it's Antifa, right? That's Antifa. It's always Antifa. They have foreign elements all over, backed by Soros, right? Clearly it's Antifa. There's no other solution but Antifa. Techno Gadsby said, in soccer, there's a thing called persistent infringement where an accumulation of offenses will get you penalized. At what point does the accumulation of offenses affect someone like Hassan? I don't know. We're going to have to see the point at which Hassan gets punished, hopefully sooner than later, because at this point he's getting away with murder, almost, right? It's going to escalate over there, and it's only going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. SM says, is it bad enough to consider making the word Nazi and fascist in the same parental guidelines category as other unspeakable words? Yeah, why not? I mean, I don't think, I agree with you. I don't think they should be allowed to say those words. And I actually think YouTube should change their rules to ban people from saying those words. If they want to ban other stuff, you know, they want to be fair to conservatives. Let's be fair to conservatives. So you're banning a bunch of words that are mean to woke people. Okay, now ban Nazi and fascist. You want to be fair? You want to be fair? Now social media, you can't use those words. So Twitter, X, all social media, ban Nazi and fascist. Go ahead. You want to be fair, right? You say you're being fair. Now, YouTube is lying. By the way, YouTube still will not give me my silver plaque and still will not explain why. And it's because I literally read the definition of a drug during COVID, and YouTube will still not give me my silver plaque because they put me in a secret naughty boy camp, which they don't want to tell anybody about because I'm hating on Hassan and I'm too based, right? But they're really discriminating based on shadow bans. It's not just removing channels. It's shadow bans and algorithm suppression. YouTube is algorithm suppressioning me. They're keeping away my plaque. This is just what's happening, right? And they're trying to, Alphabet Corp is trying to keep that secret, but it's going to come out eventually. Congress and them are going to investigate you over this, and it's going to come out that you're algorithm suppressing people. So how about you stop doing it? I know that the big corporations are still run by mostly woke people, right? Which is why this is dangerous for me. Why this is so dangerous is I am against DEI, ESG, and wokeness. I've been against this forever. I think it's a plight on the world. I think the world is a worse place for wokeness. It ruins everybody. It turns brother against brother, sister against sister. It's horrible. It's detrimental. We need to get rid of ESG and DEI and all this woke stuff. Let's make women hot again, right? Come on, let's make women hot again. Let's make it cool for women to be hot, right? That'll be nice, right? We just got hot girls everywhere. Let's do that. We'll get hot girl summer. Right? Well, we'll have to wait till next year, but they have a lot of time to get into shape, right? A lot of time to get into shape. I tried this. I have this new gym thing. Oh God, what is it called? It's like the electric thing where you do the electric shock stuff, and apparently it looks really good. Works really good on your core muscles, stuff like that. So maybe it can help the chonkers. Even though, by the way, even if they're chonky like Mudang, I still love them because I love Mudang, even though she's chonky. But if you want to attract more men, ladies, right? It's not that hard. Stop eating and, do some gym. I mean, the one I do takes 20 minutes once a week. You can afford 20 minutes once a week. But anyways, Cindy Collins says, D-Gens, you guys are D-Gens. Oh, should I play the D-Gen clip? Hold on. I got so many anime clips. I love anime so much.
Degenerates. You guys degenerates.
Is my weakness. And girls that love anime are my weakness. So sorry. Oh, it's horrible. Okay. All right. Let me continue with this one. We got so many chats today. You guys are really active. Thank you for the support. Appreciate that. Make sure you follow me on X and all social media, Instagram, everywhere else. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. I am very lucky and fortunate to have a very based and awesome fan base that gets my message out to other creators and shares it with them and lets them know about what Legal Mindset is saying. And I hope we can do more good things in the future. I want to have a good, positive future out there on YouTube, and I want to do a lot of collaborations with other people. In fact, I think I'm going to have a surprising collaboration with somebody that in the future that nobody's going to expect, and people are going to be like, "What the hell is going on?" And it's going to be like Bizarro World, but it's going to happen, and it may be awesome. Jess Bro for 99 cents. What's up? Eat My Sandwich says, so some of those mean if you're on the news that you self-deleted the Eagle Mind. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. So if you see the news that I died, or something happened to my family or my friends or my dog. It's not my dog. Actually, I don't have any pets. Mudang is my love. Mudang is my love. Mudang is like my daughter. We're going to talk about that today. Yeah, I did not self-delete myself. So if anybody tries to cook up the story that I self-deleted, it's not true. I'm super happy. I'm the coolest, most in Thailand. They say sabai sabai. I'm gonna have 2 Thai lessons today. I have 1 in fast facts, but an extra Thai lesson in the live, right? Extra Thai lesson. Sabai sabai, which is like chill. I'm the most chill dude out there. Everybody knows that. I like listening to music. I like dancing around. I dance in public just because I'm enjoy music. I just love music. I'm not at all a person that would ever do that. Like I would never. I hate that. I believe in the 10 commandments, thou shalt not kill, including yourself. Right. So no, never. I would never do that. But yeah, no, it's a situation where somebody could do it to me. And it's super easy. I'm going to explain how. There's a book actually that talks about how they can do it. Subri says, you're playing off Moodang a bit, but that initial reaction came from the heart. I love Moodang so much. It's going to make me emotional. In the fast facts, I had to fight being emotional. I might get emotional here. I might cry because I love fucking Moodang so much. See, it makes me think about, I love Moodang so much. It's irrational. It's a fucking hippo. It makes me want to, I have the fucking Kleenexes right here for fucking Moodang. Right? I don't know why I love this fucking hippo so much. Like, actually, I did think about it. This is my psychology. I self-analyze myself. So I grew up in a family of 3 brothers, and I never had a daughter. There was no like female energy in my house. So I have a weakness for like good-hearted women, and Moodang symbolizes purity and goodness of heart. Right? In Thai, this is the second Thai lesson, Jai Di, which is goodness of heart, Jai Di, and Moodang is Jai Di. So that's why I like that. By the way, let me explain this too. Some of you don't know about Moodang, so I'm gonna explain Moodang. Moodang is a very cute pygmy hippopotamus. I have a picture of her later. I'm gonna show you. Right, very cute, very lovable. I may or may not sleep with this because it's so cute. It's so cute. The hat I like because it's like freedom and doing what you want and dressing what you want. I like to wear whatever clothes I want and do whatever I want. You guys would be shocked by my IRL style versus my suit style on my streams because I like to keep it professional here so everyone sees that I look like a lawyer, that I look like professional, but in real life, I like to wear fun clothes and do whatever I want to do. I just think it's fun. So Moodang likes fun too. So I love Moodang so much. And if you ever visit Thailand, go to the Khao Kiao Zoo, visit Moodang, go there, everyone will be happy, make a bunch of money, here for something positive for Moodang, right? We can support Moodang. So yes, that's Moodang. She's a little chunkier now, but I still love her. Even though she's a little chunky, still love her. Okay. Peter Park says, Moodang is life. That's right. Hell yeah. Based Moodang bros out there. Big Buddha says, can we add Hassan's main Pokemon and Valkyrie too since they're defending him? Yeah, once again, those OnlyFans thoughts need to get their shit together, right? A lot of these OnlyFans thoughts think they're hot shit. They think they're better than other girls, right? They're not. Right? They're not. They need to get their shit together. So all those OnlyFans girls, they go, oh, we're so good because we do OnlyFans. No, it's exactly the same as other work, okay? OnlyFans girls out there think you're better because you do OnlyFans only. No, you're not. You're really not. OnlyFans is just the same as if you were a streetwalker to me. It's the same. Sorry. CCP Tech says, howdy, hope you're doing well, friend. Horse, that's right. Wild Man of Yavin says, be a man. I have no idea who this thing is. You could explain this lizard. It's not a lizard. Ban them. Summary Water Tart, new member. T says, I'd be shocked Hassan, he would enjoy it. Well, he is. I mean, if you watch Don P. Bonwater, he's got the video. Hassan is super duper gay. So our little theory between the two of us, by the way, he's a based bro. I wanted him to do AI thumbnails of these 2 videos, but I didn't have time to get it out quickly. We're going to probably do some more collaborations in the future. He's got a video. Hassan is super duper gay. That is the theory with Hassan, is that he's in the closet. And that's why his Haji allies would like break up with him if they found out he was secretly in the closet about stuff. It makes sense with the fashion, LA, it makes complete sense. That like 100% checks out. Once again, no judgment. It's okay to be gay, Hassan. I'm not going to judge you. I don't judge. Judge not lest you be judged, right? Like I don't, it's okay, man. It's okay. Festiva says, Andrew likes his women like he likes his hippo. I'm going to ask the question, how massive and rounded are his tastes? Asking for future legal responses. Yeah, I know. That's going to be quoted. People were like, Andrew likes fat. No, I like hot girls. But the thing is, even a girl with a good heart has a place, right? A very cute girl with a good heart goes a long way, especially knows how to cook well. Oh my God. A girl that can cook well and take care of you and do well. Okay. You can give away with a little bit of roundedness. Okay. I can forgive a little bit of roundedness, right? But she's got to be really nice and kind and have a good heart. Fat Factor said, irony of this whole dog fracas is Hassan's orbiters played an active role in trying to cancel streamer GSXR Clyde for the use of a required level of firmness to stop his dog eating control. What? That's nuts. I don't even know this guy is GXR Clyde. Whatever. I don't know. A lot of people are. My memory is not good, so I forget stuff. Really, that's one of my problems. I have to write stuff down or record stuff or put stuff down because I forget stuff. So, I'm not really good with a lot of details. So a lot of things that a normal person would pick up on, I don't pick up on. And it takes me some time, but eventually I get it. So eventually I'll get the big picture, but you got to give me some time, right? If you give me time, I'll figure it out, but I just can't sometimes. Normal people do it. Sometimes I'm dumb, right? Like a buffalo, right? Jaffa Greg, that's another Thai thing, but too many Thai lessons today. The buffalo stuff. We'll save the buffalo for another day. Mudang for prime minister. That's right. Michael Turner says consent mindset provided all projects. Yeah, exactly. Once again, everybody's of age and adult. You can do what you want, right? I think that's free, right? And why should consenting adults be stopped from doing what they want to do? I don't get that. I don't understand that. You're all consenting adults. We're all here. Why is anything against the rules? I don't know. That's a country by country, culture by culture thing, but let's figure it out. Isamu Sushi says nobody should control any sentient being. That's why we live in the first place. Exactly. Freedom, like back in the Garden of Eden in the beginning of the Bible. It's like freedom. And once again, I'm not going to be too preachy. Okay, all right, stop. Being a little mindset. But anyways, freedom. And America's about freedom. Thailand's about freedom. Freedom of what you wear, right? Look at this. Look at this hat. I mean, that like wearing the hat symbolizes that you're free and you can do whatever you want, right? You can wear whatever the hell you want. Right? Mudang is going to wear whatever the hell she wants. She can do what she wants. Disclaimer, not advocating for pimping. No, don't advocate for that. That's bad. Don't do that. Bad. Bella Stella, member for 39 months, says, salute to the red-blooded America. I am so red-blooded. I'm the last red-blooded American. Like, after me, the based bros just got weak, right? They're just so soft and they're so soft, right? But people think I'm soft at first, but they haven't seen my hard side. But it's about having boundaries. It's about having a boundary, a clear boundary. You have to have boundaries. Sometimes you've been too soft. You got to be a little bit harder, right? And I can sometimes be too nice. It's my problem. I'm a little too nice. I give away my weaknesses today, but they're known weaknesses, so they're not top secret. Dimio says we need a dog flag emoji. Yeah, and I'm gonna get a collar emoji. We need to get a collar emoji. If you sign up as a member, you want to support me, go over to Locals. Or go over and sign up there or become a member on YouTube, and I'll get more cool emojis. So if you want me to add shot collar emoji, stuff like that, other cool stuff for the channel to help me pay my team, my production team, which I am paying big bucks now from a production team, but it's going to be worth it, right? We're going to up the quality here slowly, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it together. We're going to become better together. We're all going to improve together, right? Slowly. We're going to all get better together. Doug Diaz. For 10 Legal Mindset memberships, thank you. Gary Lee for $1.99 says, not surprised if Hassan has people in his freezer. Yeah, I know. He's a really weird guy. And once again, Antifa literally attacked DHS in America. Think about that. If Antifa is willing to attack DHS openly on the street in broad daylight in America, our security services are being attacked. So members of the security service, the National Security Service of America, are being attacked in broad daylight. That's crazy. That's insane. Why would anybody do that? Right? Mischief Managed says, folk the woke. That's right. Humi Kushami says, Hank, you collab confirmed. No, I'm not going to. Hank is too unstable. If Hank became stable, I would be willing to talk to him. And if he maybe got some medication or he like really calmed down, I might be willing to have a conversation. Maybe we just do a video call and talk about what happened with everything, and we'd be cool, right? I'm willing to forgive people if they're willing to calm down and be cool and maybe take their meds, and then we'll talk, right? Kathy Swamp Queen says, I'm hot. Wait, hot flashes do count, right? No, I'm old. It's all good. Listen, I love everybody. I love the elderly. I love the young. I love kids, everybody. When I see somebody who's elderly or poor, I try to give them money or help them, right? I mean, I think it's important to care for the sick and the elderly and children and animals, right? You need to care for all these things. The sick and the elderly, children, animals, the injured, the infirmed. We need to stand for those people. They're the last in our society, but you've got to make sure they're taken care of. Right? You've got to make sure they're taken care of. Jess Bro says, you have a whistle while you breathe. Please blow your nose. You have a boogie trying to escape. No, it's not that. It's just I have long nose hairs. I'm always having to cut them. So I need to find a way to do that. Maybe some nose hair specialists can like send me a DM or something like that or an email, right? But because I used to use the electric one, and then now I just trim the bottom, but the nose hairs make it whistle, I think. So maybe it's that. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. Maybe a deviated septum or something. I got to find a good doctor that can figure this shit out. Talenseer says, Q, why did the feminist cross the road? No one knows. She wasn't involved. Oh, there we go. There we go. Real Kusa says, is that a full suit or just the upper part? I have a full. I'm not going to tell you what I'm wearing downstairs. I'm a very private person down there, right? Very private. But the suit and the suit is on and the shirt is on and I am wearing pants. Now, are they matching? I'll let you guys decide. We're definitely going to need to, am I going to need to move the fast facts back? Yeah, let me move this back a little bit. I've got it set. Where's it set right now? It's set way too early. We're going to go long on this one, I think. We're going to go long on this one. We're going long, baby. We're going long. By the way, who posted Tifa in the chat? Oh my God. Hold on. Locals chat. I love you guys. You guys are based bros. Yes. If every girl could look like Tifa. Now, Tifa's super hot. Tifa from Final Fantasy VII, right? You guys remember I used to play Final Fantasy as a kid. One of my favorite games. I fucking love Final Fantasy. Tifa's hot. Let me get the Tifa outfit here. Like the Tifa outfit. Right? Hold on. Who put that? Who put that in the chat? Well, anyways, here you go. Somebody said Tifa. This is from my locals. So yeah, Tifa was a character here. You got the black tank top, big boobs. Well, they reduced her boob size here, but in the original, she has really big boobs. And Mindset likes big boobs. So yeah, here you go. Fully adult Tifa here, minus the biggest boobs. She had this like blue dress in the Don Coronio arc or whatever, the arc where she has to like work. She's forced with the guy who tries to pimp her out, but then that guy gets taken out, which is good because once again, screw the pimps, take those guys out. But anyways, such a long tangent today. I got a lot of stuff here. Oh yeah, this one. Why the feminists cross the road? She wasn't involved. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And those woke women, they are so crazy. They'll stalk me. Nice lizard in the back. Okay. I'm warning you. This is your final warning. Anybody who makes fun of my daughter, Mudang, my only daughter, I only have one daughter, just one daughter, and I love her. And if anybody makes fun of Mudang, I'm going to ban your asses from the chat. I'm going to send you to the fucking prison island, right? I'm going to send you to the prison island, okay? You don't make fun of Mudang again. You go to the prison island. In fact, that'd be a good idea, prison island. We should do that, prison island. We should make islands, just prisons with the shock collars. They can roam around. It'll be great. Hugashaka for 50 says, I have issues here right now with, I have tissues right here for Mudang. That's a one. My love for Mudang is irrational. I cannot explain my love for Mudang, right? And it kind of comes hand in hand. I have a good friend here who's a DJ. Her name's Looknow. She's an awesome girl. Love her to death. She's like a daughter to me. And I realize like it's because of feminine energy. Like it's just nice to have feminine energy around. Makes me feel comfortable, right? Nice, happy, right? I'm in a good mood, right? Everything's happy for me, right? When I got that feminine energy around me, it calms me down a lot to have feminine energy around me. So yeah, that's why I like to have the good-hearted ladies in my life. Good-hearted ladies are my weakness. Like, as I say, Jai-D, right? Makes me very calm, very peaceful, very tranquil, very sabai, right? That makes me peaceful. That's what incentivizes me, right? To do well and to do well in life. Cranky Kaiju says the swear jar is getting raw dog today. That's right. That's right. By the way, shout out to everybody out there who's a good person, who does good in their life. I think these good people don't get enough appreciation. The good people in the life should get raises. The good people should get promotions. They should be the managers. The good people should be in charge. I believe that. Now, it's not going to happen overnight, but the good people need to be in charge, not the bad people. Get rid of the bad people and get the good people in charge, especially the crazy bad people that want to be violent, right? We need non-violence. We can handle everything non-violently. And, Thailand is where I learned a lot about respect for non-violence, right? In Buddhism, even as a culture, right? Once again, respecting the other religions, learning from them, right? Non-violence. Non-violence is great. Non-violence is perfect. Let's be non-violence. Let's not have blood on our hands. That's not good to have blood on your hands. Nobody wants blood on their hands, right? It's not good, right? Nobody wants that, right? So non-violence, right? Non-violence, peace, love, happiness, right? That's what I stand for. Mudang, right? Let's go Mudang. Do it for Mudang. Japanese Demon Lord Abar Lucifer says, I believe in the next few years we're going to learn that Dan Clancy is a Harvey Weinstein of streaming. I'm just guessing. We got the feeling, hey, who knows? Poke repack cookies main? I don't even know what that means. What? See, once again, I got to be careful because people are trying to use a lot of internet slang, and I know people are going to use like internet slang on me, like pack cookies. I have no idea what that means. I'm sorry, internet. In advance, internet. If I say some internet slang that some weird Zoomers are making me say, and I haven't clipped it out or anything like that, I'm sorry. I didn't even know what the word meant. Okay. I have no clue. It just happened. I'm like, oh, it happened. Right. Inspector says, what legal consequences can the Twitch CEO face after giving Hassan special treatment? That's interesting. Let me think about that. There's definitely regulatory action. I've talked about Unfair and Deceptive Trade Practices Act. That needs to be used. The states can go after him for a lot of that. And there's probably other actions that smart lawyers can think of. I am just a simple Florida lawyer. I'm not an international lawyer. I'm not practicing law anywhere abroad. That's another thing a lot of my enemies and people that are mentally deranged think, right? That have mental issues, that think I'm practicing law abroad. They're deranged, right? No, I'm a Florida lawyer. Right? And Florida lawyers can practice federal law. Federal law extends over the United States and can comment on that. Today, we're going to comment on the Constitution. That's federal law. Okay. Federal law, U.S. American law, America, baby, red-blooded American. Chaos Smash said Hassan is so rainbow, he makes anime feminine women look straight. Yeah. Feminine men are the worst. They're so controlling. I hate feminine men. Feminine men or no, we need more masculine men. Now balance it out. There needs to be a balance, right? So there's positive things about femininity and positive things about masculinity, right? We need to appreciate the differences and balance them. We need a balance in the world of both, right? A balance. Balance is the key to everything, right? Not so feminine and controlling. When somebody's really feminine, they're going to be super controlling, right? But as much as people might think I'm feminine, right? Or because I'm too nice, right? Sometimes it's like, no, you haven't seen my base side. You haven't seen my hard side, right? A lot of people mistake kindness for weakness. Kindness is not weakness. It's something about a lot of cultures people don't understand. Kindness is not weakness. Kindness is not weakness. It's in fact strength. Some of the biggest strength is in kindness. B&G for 2 says, plaque on plaque crime. Flee the plaque. That's right. YouTube, give me that damn plaque. YouTube, I want my plaque. I'm not going to stop harassing you and exposing you on all of my social media. Do you give me that goddamn plaque? How hard is it to give me one plaque? What does it mean? What is the big deal to give me a plaque that's been given to thousands of other people? Why? What is the reason? Find out, because you're not doing real. Look, some random dude, probably in some third world country, which once again, I love all countries. Countries are great. Countries are all great, right? I love countries. I love, there's good things in all countries. But I'm not even sure this person is in America, and they're like telling me, oh, read the rules, but they won't tell me what I did wrong. Specifically, give me the specific thing I did wrong. I know what it probably is. It's probably something that angered some woke person, and this could lead to Congress investigating everything else coming down on them because I'm the big guy against DEI and ESG and wokeness. Everyone knows that about me. Anybody who knows anything about my social media or pretends to know something about my social media knows I'm against DEI, ESG, and wokeness, and knows it's been a crusade I've been on for a long time, right? That's what I care about the most, right? Kwong Lee. For 5 says Hassan and his uncle are complete polar opposites. Hassan hates his dog while Uncle Chink wants to, he wants to do things with horses, which is wrong. I can't even talk about that. Chink wants to bang a horse. Okay. And shout out to Don P. Bongwater. He has this video coming out about Chink and loving horses. So Chink loves horses too much. Hassan hates dogs, right? They're abusing animals either way. Because by the way, that's animal abuse. And I'm not against animal abuse. If someone tried to mess with Mudang and F Mudang, I would fuck him up. I'm like a pirate. I'm like John Lafitte, right? A pirate. You give me gold and beautiful women and freedom, but I will assemble a special team. I will go 0 dark 30 on this shit to protect Mudang, right? That's how serious I am about protecting Mudang, right? I will go. I mean, you guys don't know how passionate about Mudang. Shocking news today. Yes, we're going to get to it. Mazrova Palma for 50 Legal Mindset memberships. Holy shit. Awesome. Yes. This gets back here. Production team, are you hiring? Email me, andrewesquirelive@gmail.com. Just email me, andrewesquirelive@gmail.com. Always an easy way to contact me for anybody who wants to contact me. Andrew Esquire, ESQUIRE live, LIVE, @gmail.com. Anybody who wants to contact me about anything can just email me that way. And it's a very easy way to contact me. For anybody that wants to get in contact with me about anything for any reason can just email me. And that's always been information that's been out there publicly on my social media that people could find very easily if they wanted to just contact me directly by email. LM is 12 Chew and is deep. I don't even know what this is. 12 Chew. Is that Pikachu? I don't know. I mean, I used to like Pikachu before Pikachu went woke, but yeah. And Pikachu teaming up with DHS. I'm going to get you, Pokemon. I'm going to get rid of it is my mission to get rid of DEI and ESG at Pokemon because they're super woke and we need to get rid of that. And I've been on that. Watch the Pokemon stuff that I've been covering Pokemon, right? Pokemon. I've been on that campaign about Pokemon that's all about DEI and ESG and wokeness and anti-wokeness. All about that. Right? It's on my social media everywhere. I've been doing the campaign, counting the days I've been against Pokemon. I've been tagging these motherfuckers forever, even in Japanese, even at the kanji. I've been against DEI and woke. It's been my lifeblood to be against these guys. Chaos Smash says, off topic, there's Antifa riots happening in Japan. Yes, this is what I'm saying. They're abroad. They can get me in Thailand and they have been stalking me. Right? I have pictures to confirm it. I've got everything else to confirm it, information. I've called them out in person, at one of the BTS stations by M Quarter, where I like to do my shopping, get clothes. There were these 2 woke white women. They're super ugly and mean looking and woke. And I pointed at them because they're stalking me and I wanted to call them out. So I know that somebody's stalking me. I just point them out like, hey, 2 people, I see them right there. There were these woke women stalking me. I point them out and they got scared like, ah! Because they're so weird. They're so easily excitable. Like woke women just scare right away. Like, oh, I rustle my jimmies. Oh, because I'm a woke white woman. Oh, I'm so woke. Right? That's what they did. And they ran off, right? Because they're afraid of, real men, real masculine men. So it is what it is. Because I'm just a person that calls out bullshit. When I see bullshit, when I see people following me, whatever, I just point and call them out. I'm like, oh yeah, that guy's following me. That guy's following me. That guy's following me. That guy's following me. Right? So they all know that I know that I know what they're doing, right? And of course, they can easily hire local people. It's very cheap. The labor costs are cheap. So you can just hire local people to kind of keep an eye on me for when they want to do the op, right? Kaiju Otaku says, oh yeah, email me. Our production team is growing. We have TikTok, we have Instagram. We're going to be all over social media. We're going to be trending. Even if I was to go away and someone was to off me, all of my production is already automated, so that would happen automatically. So this would be clipped and sent all over automatically, no matter what. Even if they were to try to bust in my door right now and take me out, like they're going to come in SEAL Team 6 style and like MP5 me right now from the door, which they could, right? My social media would still go out and the stuff would still happen, right? Bald Eagle 1787 says, you should let the local authorities know about how Antifa. No, it's fine. Look, once again, I'm a lone operator. I just out here, a lone wolf, just being an American and being free. And if I die for being free, I die for being free. I mean, I just let you guys know as my audience that freedom is worth fighting for. Freedom is worth fighting for. Maybe the communist LARPers should realize that SE Asian justice systems don't bother with due process and other protections that the West has. Don't lump them all in the same boat, right? Every country is different, and every country deserves different respect. They have all different cultures. Some of their cultures have been around for longer than America, much longer. Like Thailand, for example, has been around much longer, and there's a lot for us to learn from them. And they can learn from us. It's a mutual exchange, right? We have stuff like equality, right? And in a different way, right? We believe in freedom and equality in a different concept, and we can share with each other and learn and grow and be better, right? So that sometimes the old ways don't have to be the new way, right? And I'm a big guy with equality. I totally believe in equality. I don't believe in dominating people. I believe in equality. But equality means a balance. It means a balance of power. And the problem in the US has been the women have too much power, right? And when the women have too much power, it's a problem. We need to fix the laws so men and women have the same amount of power and not one having power over the other. When one has power over the other, it's not good. We need to fix the laws to be equal. Equal for everybody, equal for all genders, races, people. Equality, equality. Mr. Equality here. I am chief of equality, but you got to give some value. You can't just, leave something on the table, right? And then not actually go and do it. You can't just talk a big game and not actually do it, because a lot of girls, a lot of women, they talk a big game, they run their mouth. They're like, ooh, I'm going to go do all this stuff. And they never follow through. Well, guess what, honey? You got to follow through. You got to follow through. You can't just pretend you're going to do something and not do it. Go do it. Go do it. And then show me by your actions, not by your words, by your actions. I don't care what you say. I care what you do. I always follow through. I keep my promises. I'm a 100% promise guy. Women got to do that too. It's fair. It's fair for both sides. Crimson Splat says, Insurrection Act, re-Antifa. That's right. That's right. And guess what? I'm going to cover that on a future episode. Insurrection Act may be coming, baby, for Antifa. Remember, I was the first person to call them out for the foreign terrorist organization designation. I was the first guy to call that out. And I've been bitching about Pam Bondi and her lazy ass for a while, because Pam Bondi needs to get on that shit. Pam Bondi needs to get on that shit or get fired, because she is not prosecuting Antifa how they should be prosecuted. And by the way, it's not just Hassan that needs a shock collar. It's all of his followers, all of Antifa. So we need Antifa to be wearing shock collars while they do work to repair the damage they've done. We need Antifa. And yes, the swear jar is going to be really full today, because I'm passionate. I'm preaching today. This is my gospel for the day, right? It's about Antifa. It's about all this stuff. And once again, I'm going to be fully transparent with you. This is why I have not been streaming for the last couple days, because I'm very sure that I am being stalked by likely Antifa and their commie friends, right? Brain Fried says, cushion for the pushing, oinking for the boinking, squealing with the feeling. Fat bottom girls make the world go round. There you go. There you go. That's fine. Okay, listen, a little cushion's all right, but not too much cushion, right? Not too much. If you have like abs and stuff and you got cushion, okay, it's good, right? I'm going to this new gym that does like the electric shock thing. You can do it like 20 minutes once a week. It's actually really good to get abs and get your fitness in shape. Even if you're lazy, even if you're like a lazy buffalo, right? You can go and get that done, right? And get into shape. Because a lot of these girls are using excuses, whatever else, people make excuses. You go and get in shape. I'm doing it. A lot of people are doing it. Get in shape. Toby said, Collargate is insane. We live in wild times. I know. And I'm only going to fuel the fire. It's going to get crazier after this presentation. Ichikami says, don't believe shock collars work. Look no farther than Fallout New Vegas. Humi said, I too love Antifa. Tifa's great. Tifa's great. Oh my God. I wish my dream would be for Halloween. If I had a girlfriend for Halloween and she did Tifa, that would be my mwah. If she could like make that work, that would be really super hot. But dreams don't always come true. Bad News Badger for 50 Danish krona says, Hassan isn't gay. He's into BD. Nothing wrong. Listen, no judgment. What you're into is fine. I'm not judging I'm not kink shaming people out here. But what I want people to be is honest and just come out and say what they want. And if Hassan wants dudes, then it's okay. It's fine. It is whatever. But I know his allies in the Middle East wouldn't like that. Maybe even the dog is too, according to his uncle. God, Shank is such a fucking weirdo. Inspector for 999 says, if Hassan gets brought to trial, Nux's army of lawyers, Your Honor, because it's a special case, I'll change the order of evidence to A to Z. I'll start with Exhibit Z. Hassan means the fuck do you mean A to Z? Yeah, Hassan can't read. He literally cannot read English properly. That's why one of my tweets I translated into Turkish because he can read Turkish at least. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe illiterate. Maybe he's dyslexic. Maybe Hassan is dyslexic, which once again, I support Hassan and his dyslexia. I would never make fun of Hassan for being dyslexic. If that's true, it's okay to be dyslexic, Hassan, right? If that's why you're slow, I understand, man. It's all right, bro. I'm going to forgive you for that. But I'm not going to forgive you for being a heartless communist and animal abuser, right? John Common says, I just made a dirty picture of you. Okay. I have a team of specialists, particularly digital specialists. I have a lot of hacker friends here, a lot of hacker friends. And they're really good hackers, super good hackers. My best bro is a really good hacker. Don't fuck with me, right? The dirty pictures will come out. If you get a picture of dirty Mudang, my hacker friends are going to find your dirty pictures, right? They're going to find your dirty pictures. And a lot of people have dirty pictures out there, and those dirty pictures are going to come out. Oh, they're going to come out. My hacker friends are going to get those. Once again, don't fuck with Mudang. Protect Mudang. It's all about protection. It's only because you threaten Mudang. You threaten my daughter. Dirty pictures are going to come out. Chaos Matches Andrew, your threat was cold-blooded. I know. Warranty Void gifted 20 legal mindset memberships. Thank you so much. Eddie says, cool dog, bro. Please don't hurt me. Okay. Danielle, are you awake? Hold on. Chat, is Danielle awake right now? She needs to be timing out these people for this injustice against Mudang will not stand. Not on my ground. Not on my ground. Now, a little tip about my family. My family has been on the losing side of every war, ever. But guess what? Even if you've lost the war, you put up a good fight. And I may lose the war, but I'll put up a damn good fight. Okay? And it's going to cost you, right? It's going to cost you a lot of money. Even if I lose, which I may, it's going to cost you. And is it worth that price? To come at Mudang like that? To come at my only daughter like that? To come at my only daughter? You're going to come at her like that? It's not worth the price. Okay. Bon says, it's the position on the lamp. It's too similar and makes her look like a dino, but tan. Oh, I got to fix that then. Sorry. She's not a dino. Okay. Mudang is not a dino. She's a pygmy hippopotamus. Okay. She's a pygmy hippopotamus. I love her. See, I love Mudang. I'm not embarrassed of my love for Mudang. I will not hide my love for Mudang. Okay. I just come out and say it like a man. I'll come out and say it like a man that I love my daughter, okay? That's just what a man says. A man comes out, a real man comes out and says, I love my daughter and I want to protect her. And that's my motivation. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool, right? Because I would understand that, right? I understand love for a daughter, right? I understand that. And, if that's a man's motivation, then I understand that. And that's something I can respect because I also love Mudang, right? And I identify with that. So, yeah, there you go. Good Mudang. Okay. Late Night says, seeing the horrific acts of Hassan and the accumulation of everything he says and does, has society failed us? Why has it not been held accountable? I don't know. I have no clue. I think he's CCP, Antifa. There's something going on with that. We need to investigate. That's a good one. That's a real good one. So government bros, FBI, all you government bros, you need to look into, with followers of the channel, right? Why is Hassan being protected? Can we investigate that? Can we do a little research? Can you stop eating donuts and whatever the fuck you're doing and actually research why Hassan is not being protected? Is it because he's having relations with Dan Clancy, or is it because of something else? Why exactly? Can we figure out exactly why? Give us a reason, because we can get the internal emails. We've discovered that through the Ethan Klein lawsuits, which I've covered on this channel. Let's get the internal emails on why Hassan is protected. Easy to get. We've already had the case precedent. So let's find out why Hassan is being protected. We need the real reason. We can get it. Let's get all the documents, get the text messages, get the Discord messages. Let's find out the internal Discord for Twitch. Let's get all of this stuff and let's find it and let's figure out why Hassan is protected. We can get it. We can get it, bros. We can get it. We can find this out. We can get these commies. We can get these commies real quick. Hicka for 5. Roger Carlson as a new member. Thank you. Magnus Dell says, in regards to Dan Clancy, is there anything you should know of that came from Congress hearing? I have no idea. I really have no idea. Mischief Manage says, send Mudang haters to Alligator in Alcatraz. Yeah, that's true. Mr. MC 2003 says, Pokemon drop ship some Oreo cookies and double charge. Wait, what the fuck? I like Oreos, though. I love Oreos. I'm going to go get some Oreos right now. Actually, after this stream, I'm going to go get some Oreos. I need to get some cash. I'm going to get some Oreos, right? Hi Baker says, for the fun that get Mudang a World Eater helmet. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I love 40K too. World Hammer 40K. Games Workshop is woke now. If they weren't woke, it'd be awesome because they're super based. The Grimdark Future, it's a super cool series. Like good books. The books are great. I've always read the Warhammer books, which are super cool. Very based books. Anyways. Casparius says, is a plaque thing a location? No. Do you have a permanent residence? I could have people they could send it to in America, my friends or my family, right? Once again, Antifa's trying to target them, so they'll probably just use the location against me, right? Because they're Antifa and they're horrible people, right? But yeah, no, there's places maybe I could have it sent to like a Dropbox or a PO box or something like that instead. But yeah. Chaos Smash says, I'm gonna convince your Mudang that it is a lizard. I'm gonna send you to the prison island if you keep shit talking Mudang. You guys are playing with Mudang today. What the fuck, YouTube? You brought like all the red pill channels. Free the play button. That's right. You want to free all the other channels, but you can't give me my stupid play button for 100K subscribers. Like what the fuck, bro? Like it's a stupid plaque. I don't even care about accolades or getting acknowledgement. I care about the principle. The principle is what matters. The principle. Sometimes it's about the principle. It's not about the money. It's not really about the money. It's about the principle of the money, right? The principle behind it is that you need to be given something back, even something small. Like just give back something small so you see that it's an equal relationship and you're not getting screwed, right? Maybe it's not like, okay, you want, $1 million or whatever. No, maybe it's not $1 million or $1 million baht, right? It's not about the $1 million baht. It's not about the $1 million baht. What it is about the principle of the matter, right? And just saying, hey, look, I know you were wronged, and like, let's make this right a little bit, just a little bit. Bald Eagle 1787 says, Legal Mindset, I think having an impact on DI and Nintendo. Doug Bowser is fired. Oh, awesome. Really awesome. Yeah, no, I know we're having an impact on Nintendo or an impact on the bigger companies because the Overton window is shifted. So what people don't realize is that social media used to be controlled by the left. Now it's being the Overton window is shifting back on the right. So as things are happening, the right's taking back over, or not even the right, the anti-woke, right? So all that woke stuff has got to go. All the ugly women and all that stuff's got to go. We got hot women, make hot women great again, right? Let's have fun. Let's have freedom, right? We all love freedom. Let's have freedom. Jaffa Greg says, can subscribers do anything to make YouTube give you a plaque? Yes. Right YouTube, tag Team YouTube. In fact, let's do it right now. Let's do it live. I'm gonna do something right now. And once again, anybody out there can come help and do this on X. So I'm gonna go to my X account, which is The Legal Mindset, and this is something that people could do to help me out. And this would really help out if someone knew somebody at YouTube or had any connections at YouTube can just speak up. And can say this, YouTube, stop giving. Okay, let me show you the screen so you guys see I'm putting this tweet out live here, and that this is me doing the tweet and not somebody else doing the tweet, right? So, stop giving excuses and give me my damn plaque. Tell me the real reason why you are blocking it otherwise, not just a vague policy response. You are discriminating against conservatives. No, actually not even conservative. I'm not even conservative. Anyone non-woke. There you go. And I'm gonna tag, what is it, YouTube? And then I'm going to tag Team YouTube as well. There's YouTube. I think it's like Team YouTube. think that's the right tag. There you go. So there you go. You guys can go over there, like this. I just live tweeted this. You can see I really did this. It's actually me. It's not somebody else tweeting for me, right? In fact, if you see any mysterious, I may have had one of my phones hacked. So if you see any mysterious tweets or any deleted tweets or anything like that, question them. Because I may have had one of my phones hacked, which it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate to have that happen. But I, things happen with, you lose your phone sometimes and you don't get it back and you wonder why you don't have it back. It's really odd. But anyways, let's go over here and let's get back to the big show, shall we? We've got slides to get to. Okay, I have 34 different stuff. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause here because I'm in delaying. We have to get through the main show because I need to get to the fast facts. If I don't get to any super chats before, I'm planning to do the fast facts at 3 a.m. my time, which is like 3 p.m. for you guys. Then I will just get to those at the end or tomorrow. Right. And I'll just do the best I can. I go from the top to the bottom. I go from the largest super chat to the smallest. So more is getting you priority, right? It's just priority. That's all it is. Priority, right? If you pay more, you get priority. That's fair, right? Priority is fair, right? You pay more, you go faster, right? I like that system, right? It's a good system, right? Oh, you get to pay to go faster. That's fine. That's totally legal too. Nothing illegal. There's nothing illegal about paying for priority. That's totally fine. Okay. So let's get back to this PP, shall we? Once again, PowerPoint. I'm talking about my PowerPoint. Because I'm a very wholesome man. I'm a wholesome man. Okay? Very wholesome. Very family friendly. Sometimes. Okay. It's coloring us on. Okay. Here's why it's a dangerous topic. It's controversial as people are going to accuse me of bigotry, racism, cruelty towards prisoners. Okay? So this is going to get a lot of haters. The Kanye West and the Candace Owens types are going to be very mad. Danielle, my lovable, she's my Yukio as a former friend who I want them to be my friend again, but they're very stubborn and they don't want to be my friend, but I want them to be my friend again. And I hope if they're watching this video, they know that I just want to be their friend. And that's all I want. That's all I want. Friendship, love and peace. I just want love and peace. I'm a love person. So the Kanye West and Candace Owens of the world, they're going to be mad about this, right? Because they're haters. They're just gonna hate. Some of them are kind of crazy, right? I don't know if they're on drugs or something like that. They're just going crazy because they're doing too much drugs or too much drinking or something like that. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe their brain's a little loose from all the drugs and drinking. But as Sans orbiters, the CCP and Antifa are going to be the most mad. The most mad. They're going to be livid. They're going to be livid about this episode. These are the people that may kill me. And that's why I say, if you got to track me down who kill me, it's definitely Hassan, it's definitely Antifa, and their local allies, right? We're going to talk about that. They're actively hunting down people in the U.S. that they get confrontation with the DHS today. Who knows, right? And just recently, Antifa was so bold as to confront DHS in America. They had a confrontation. It was crazy. And I'm not in America, and I'm not DHS. So people don't realize I'm not DHS. I'm just a lone guy here who's all alone in Bangkok, hanging out, living my life, being free, enjoying music, dancing around like a crazy person, right? That's me. That's who I am. I just like having fun. So Antifa hates me. And this is known. Anyone who's read my social media knows Antifa hates me. And if you did like a modicum of research about me, you would know that I hate Antifa. Right? And I was the one who pushed the foreign terrorist designation for Antifa, right? So Antifa is the obviously anti-fascist, right? They're communists. They're like super communists. They're like ultra communists, right? And they're responsible for a lot of the problems in America. A lot. And they were just designated a foreign terrorist organization because of my buddy Andy Ngo, who is an investigative journalist. And by the way, if you ever want to learn a lot of good counter surveillance techniques, a lot of those are, and I've been studying these since the death of Charlie Kirk. Since the death of Charlie Kirk, I've taken my own safety more seriously, and I've studied the techniques that investigative journalists and private investigators use in order to evade surveillance. And thank you to my mod, Danielle, who's a lovable autist, as we call him, a Tylenol American, who told me about OPSEC and how I need to be more careful because Thailand is not as safe as I thought it was. I kind of felt like it's a Thailand bubble and I'm protected. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm super not, right? So I've been taking my own safety into my own hands, and doing that is studying OPSEC. And part of that is knowing when people are watching you, right? And knowing when they're observing you and picking up on tails, and knowing when people are filming you, and knowing when people are tracking you. And so I've been studying that, and lately I've got a fun chance to practice it with a bunch of woke white women. And I know woke white women are harmless at first, right? But things can escalate, and then maybe things become more harmful, right? But woke white women are usually harmless at first, but eventually they can get bold enough to do something like Charlie Kirk. And I would hate to be the Charlie Kirk of Thailand, right? That would be really unfortunate if I was the Charlie Kirk of Thailand, right? And people would know what happened. Yeah, I know. I'm going to try to stay safe. I am. So yeah, this is something that my buddy Andy No brought up to Trump. This is something where Andy No brought this up, and he brought it up because Pam Bondi's lazy ass wasn't getting anything done. Who knows why? I think she's just good at politics. She's not good at actual law, real law, right? Some lawyers, they think they're good lawyers, but they're really like scam lawyers. They're like scammer lawyers that are like not good, right? And everybody has their area of specialty, right? Everybody has an area of specialty. But some people are really scammers. They really pretend to know about the law, but they don't really know about the law. They pretend to know about laws they're not supposed to know about, like local laws, and they really don't know about them, right? They really don't. Right? Maybe their wife knows about it better than they do, right? And they should really listen to their wife a little bit more, right? Balance, listening to wives, right? Anyways, so what we got to have here is this foreign terrorist organization designation. So this is super important because we need to start arresting these people abroad. We need to throw them in jail. We need to throw the shock collars on them, put them on the prison island, or have them doing cleanup, have them doing other stuff. Because it's very, very, very important, right? Oh, we have a massive audience right now. Holy shit. We've got 2,700 live viewers viewing me right now. We have 170 new members. Thank you so much, guys. I love all the support. I love guys. I love this. Love this. So anyways, this FTO designation, I was the one who called this out in September 18th, and now they made the designation. So that is something that they know because of my buddy Andy No, who I've been in contact with, who I've been very open about. And I've also been open about this shock collar thing and putting shock collar on Antifa prisoners and on Hassan, specifically Hassan, right? They don't like that. They don't like that idea because imagine it's going to be a good idea. I'm going to explain the law. Wait till the end. I'm going to explain everything, right? I'm going to explain everything. Shock collars on prisoners is an amazing idea. It's going to save money, time. It's going to be great. It's a super great idea. I may have gotten this idea when I was a little, crazy, but it's a good idea. Some of my ideas are good. People need to listen to my ideas because they're good ideas, and they should just hear them out. Hear out my idea, because my ideas sometimes they'll work, sometimes they won't work. I've made mistakes. Hey, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, but I make them right. I make good on my mistake. I can eventually make good on my mistake. Eventually, at some point, right? So. Anyways, okay, let's go here. Woke white woman stalkers. This is a funny story from today. This is so hilarious. So there's this woman. I was at Starbucks with my buddy Ryan. There's this like woke white woman. She had like black hair, black and white hair, whatever. I did an AI because she looked like Hillary Clinton. She was like scowling, and she's like, "Can I sit here right next to you?" I was like, "No, you cannot sit here and eavesdrop on my conversation with my buddy. Like, stay the fuck away from me, you woke white woman." It's like, what are you trying to do? You know, it's like so Joker. It's so amateurish. Like, it's so weird. But they're not professionals. They're not real people that have training or skills. They're just like jokers. They're like amateurs, right? It's crazy with like this amateur hour stuff. But anyways, and then a bunch of other woke white women. Like I ran into these two chicks on the BTS station, like I mentioned, and they're like obviously super woke because they're ugly and scowling and like, what the fuck's going on with them when their face, they just can't smile. Like smile and be polite. I love Thailand because everyone's normally polite. They're doing the Sawatdee Cup, they're smiling, right? But now everyone's been mean and maybe it's raining or something. I don't know what's going on. All right. So, all right. abroad isn't safer. So this is one thing I want to bring up about Charlie Kirk, right? Once again, I don't want to be the Charlie Kirk abroad here, but you know, you have to take your own safety in your own measure. I believe in safety. I believe in learning, practicing, and implementing safe techniques. If you think somebody is following you, you should do something like take an alternative route home. You should take an alternative route to leave your apartment. You should try to go a different way because you want to try to shake the tail, right? That's normal. Maybe there's somebody that's going to harm you or hurt you or rape you or kill you. You don't know what they're doing. You don't know what their intent is because they haven't told you what their intent is, right? So, you know, you're supposed to tell somebody, right, directly what your intent is, but they haven't done that, right? And so one of the things in this book, Private Dancer, this is a book that my friend Mark had me recommend. It's an old book, but if you've ever been to Thailand, it's about like the falling in love with the girls here, which can happen, especially if they like anime and have big titties, right? I'm just saying, it's maybe a weakness, right? Maybe my weakness. Good-hearted girls that like big titties and like anime. Okay, anyways. At the end of this book, there's a scene in Private Dancer. Like I said, my friend Mark, the hacker, who's really good at hacking apples, actually. Ironically, Mark is good at hacking apples. So at the end of the book, you see a guy, and he was a huge simp. And I don't like simps. Simps are bad, right? They're weak men, and that they're too weak, right? There needs to be a balance between generosity and strength. Balance between those. Balance. Not too much of one, not too much of another. Sometimes people got to bring down one and bring up the other. It is what it is. But at the end, some guy's on a motorbike in Bangkok, and he gets taken out by somebody who's just a hired assassin. Very, very easy to do, right? That's why I'm saying I'm alone, so I'm not really necessarily as safe. Some people think it's safer. It's actually not. It's less safe, right? In many ways, right? So just pointing that out there. That's why I said I didn't self-delete. I didn't do anything like that, right? Okay. So yeah, but that said, it's a lovely place. Come visit, right? Not everybody is as controversial as I am. Not everybody like me is brave enough to stand up to Antifa. Some people are cowards and they just hide in the darkness and they don't want to speak up because they're cowards and they're feminine men. Only a feminine man would hide in the darkness and refuse to respond or talk back. That's a feminine man. And that's a shame to be a man. You're not a real man. You are not a real man if you can't meet face to face, eye to eye. You're not a real man. You're a coward. You should be able to get up like I do in front of thousands of people every day and speak my mind eye to eye, right to the camera like a man. If you're a real man, you want to prove you're tough, you don't operate in the darkness. That's some pansy shit, right? And swear jar is going to be full today. I'm sorry for swearing. Mudang, cover your ears. Okay, Mudang. See, balance. See, that's balance, right? I'm here. I'm tough, but I love my Mudang, right? See, I love my Mudang. See, I love Mudang. I kiss Mudang, right? Like a dad kiss, you know, like a dad kiss, you know. You got to balance the two. Balance softness and balance toughness, right? You know, you got to balance the two. See, love your Mudangs. Love your little Mudangs, right? But you got to throw the shit down sometimes. You got to have some boundaries. You got to have a wall. You got to have both, right? A real man has both, right? That's my opinion. And that's how I try to live my life, is a balance of hard and soft. And in Thailand, little Thai lesson, I'm going to do little Thai lessons from now on. I'm going to teach you guys some Thai, right? There's Jai On and Jai Keng. Jai On is like softness. Jai Keng is hard. You have to balance the two. And some people have an off balance, so you have to find a balance. And for a while, confession, personally in my life, I've been too soft. And that's because I was harder before and I was trying to counterbalance being too soft. Now I'm trying to bring it up a little bit. And maybe I overshoot it because usually when you're trying to correct something, you overshoot. But there's a way to correct. If you have a conversation face to face, you can figure this out. You can correct it, right? People say, "What's this BAL?" No, I'm on the adrenaline of being stalked, right? Because if you haven't ever been stalked, you don't know the adrenaline. Probably my cortisol levels are probably high too. I'll probably have to go get a doctor to get my cortisol levels checked after this. They're probably pretty high. Anyways, Hassan does hate dogs, and we're going to talk about that. Let me get some more super chats. I'm not going to get all of them, but let me just get a couple. LM is in a mood today. Don't make fun of his lizard. Okay, we're done. We're done with you. You're going to the prison island. Masuro Palma for 100 Switch check Corona says little hippo sitting on a yellowish cone when your head covers her back leg. She looks like a dinosaur. Okay. I understand that, and I do like dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs as well. In fact, there's a cool dinosaur park I want to go to in Patia. It's really cool. Dinosaur park. I want to go there. It's a dinosaur park and have fun at the dinosaur park because I like dinosaurs. Okay. I'm not ashamed of liking dinosaurs. I know it's like what like little boys like, but I like dinosaurs too. Okay. Dinosaurs are cool. All right. I'm not afraid of liking dinosaurs. All right. You can make fun of me all you want. Dinos are cool. Shout out to Meme Copium and his dino games. He needs to have a dino channel. My good bro Josh in Japan. He's have a dino channel. Dinos are cool. Dino autism is cool. All right. Mudang, a girl is worth fighting for. That's right. Mudang is a girl worth fighting for. I will fight for Mudang and all the girls that are like Mudang. Mazrua Palma for 50 Legal Mindset memberships. Thank you so much. Connor, as a new member, yeah. Remember, kids, Antifa is the anti-Tifa. Yes! If you are based, you're going to be... That's a great one. Every girl out there who wants to be the hot girl, the based girl, it should be based, all the based girls, to send a signal this Halloween. All based girls should get hot and dressed as Tifa. That's a great one. Out there, clip that. Who wears Eagle, my clippers, my clipping team, clip this. For Halloween this year, if you support hotness, you should be Tifa. That'd be great. We have a bunch of Tifas. Wouldn't that send a great signal? Like just for like how anti-woke people are, it's just everybody does the same cosplay. So everybody does Tifa, and it just shows how clearly people are against this. Because I think a lot of women are actually against this secretly, but they haven't had a chance. But if they all did the same thing, it would send a message like, oh, I'm going to do Tifa. I'm going to do Tifa too. Oh, I'm going to do Tifa. And it sends a message. Wouldn't that be cool? That'd be kind of cool. Legal Mindset has good ideas. Can I get dyslexia from Tylenol? Bro, are you... Okay, let me play the Alex Jones clip. This is actually... You're actually stupid.
Look, here's the thing.
Fine. Listen,
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Listen, I'm kind of retarded too sometimes. People don't realize this about me. I have like an issue with getting things. I sometimes take a lot of time to get stuff. So if you are trying to get me to understand something, you explain to me very clearly, or even better, directly, not indirectly like a feminine man, directly, right? Day Song says, all Zut be on Hassan. That's right. Super says, return Mudang to the lamp throne. She's there. Peter Park says, we defend Mudang till the end. That's right. Defend Mudang. Mazurova Palma says, for new emojis for the cat. That's right. What? Okay. We're banned. Okay. Mazurova Palma paid me a lot of money, so I have to forgive him. Because when you pay me a lot of money, I forgive you. I forgive you. Jess Bro, as a new member, welcome. Connor gave 10 Legal Mindset memberships. Thank you, thank you. Bon Bomb says, Dino, like from the Flintstones. That's right. Mr. MC says, GD autofill was Pokemon. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I love Pokemon. Mama Akka says, hope you're feeling better, Legal Mindset. Well, I mean, I'm feeling better now that I talk to you guys about it. I just like to talk about things. Once I talk about things, I feel better, right? That's why, like, I have my friends to talk to, and I go see my friends, and, you know, I go see them, and I love my friends here, but they're so awesome. My friend group is so amazing. Just talking to them makes me feel better. That's why I like to talk to people face to face. It just makes me feel better. That's my comfort, you know? Torek Rama says, I believe e-collars can be used as a training tool, but Hassan has crossed the line into abuse, which makes me angry because it's a training tool being abused by an abuser. Oh, is that true? Chaos Master says, I didn't know pigs come in green. Ban me, daddy. I'm not going to ban. Okay, that's kind of kinky. I'm not into that. There's some things I'm into, but not that. That's too kinky for me. It's too much. Calm it down now. Bad News Badger says, love the baby shark puppy. It's not a fucking baby shark. It's a hippo. Unknown Hidden Chain Beast for 5 says, what do you think about Moist Critical staying quiet after Hassan supposedly texting him? He could easily disapprove it. I don't know. I have to check that out. Send me the video on that and I'll check it out. Thank you. Spider Bro says, hey, BLM, I too have a confession. I would like to confess to you in chat that I'm a lesbian. I hope you can accept me for it. I don't care. I don't care. You like women, you're a heterosexual man, whatever. I don't care. Just be honest about it. What's up, Long Man? I'm up. I'm here. What are we coloring Hassan? Soon. It's coming. Lucifer says, I can see for equality in some way. Kazuma from Konosuba he's a believer in true gender equality. Hey, equal lefts means equal rights, right? It is what it is. Marcus X says, sadly, peace doesn't work all the time. No, that's true, Marcus, but we should try to be nonviolent. Something I've learned here in Thailand is appreciation for nonviolence. Nonviolence should be our first line of action, not threatening people with violence. We should start with incentivizing people with positive things and then see how they respond to that. If they don't respond to positive incentives first, then you go to threats, right? But you start with positive, not negative. You don't start by threatening people's family or their animals like an inhuman monster, right? That's a monstrous way, a subhuman way. You should start by incenting them a good, give them some Oreos, right? Just some Oreos. It's all it takes, some fucking Oreos. And they're happier. They're like, oh man, look, they gave them some Oreos. That's it. Alpha Omega says, you too? The guys at Future Conflict have had another person they know, including creators, who's been surveilled. Odd. Yeah, and those are my friends too. Scott over there in the military base in Korea, who's the chief press officer in the military base in Korea. What's up, Scott? Appreciate you, bro. He's been a real good guy. He's a friend of mine up there in Korea. Heading to Korea pretty soon. So yeah, he's a really cool guy. Really, really awesome guy. Scott, I love him. He's a brace bro, got a great family. He's a family man, right? He loves his kids, and I respect that. Really good guy. Check out Future Conflict. Those guys are good. Mr. MC said, Pokimane. That's right. Foley says, save Kaya, aka save Sunny Ricada. Oh no. And once again, okay, I'm going to tell you guys a secret right now. I wasn't going to talk about this yet, but I was thinking about this. Somebody gave me a call about writing a book the other day, like a lolcow book, and they asked about Nick Ricada. And they said, would you ever be willing to sit on a stream with him again? And I said, I forgive him. Somebody who's like becoming more forgiving and finding their faith, I forgive him. A lot of people defame me on the internet, right? It's like everybody defames everybody. It's normal. Everybody defames everybody. So I forgive Nick. And I DM'd him, I unblocked him, and I said, I forgive you, Nick Ricada, And I forgive people. I'm very forgiving, super forgiving. I can forgive everybody. Just, once again, we have a conversation, we talk, and we're cool. And forgiveness, I'm all about forgiveness. So yeah, that's my go-to, is go to forgive people. We should always engage in forgiveness. I think that's the right thing. I think it's the human thing. Chaos Smash says, threaten me all you want, jokes on me, I'm into that. Well, that's into you. And once again, if it's two consenting adults that are both into it, there isn't anything wrong with that. But it's got to be two consenting adults that are into it and you both agree to it, right? So if one person does not agree to it, it's not okay. Okay? But if both people agree to it and they're like, all right, I'm into it, then it's fine. But against their will, no, right? Marcus X say, Judge Rotenberg, center shock for Antifa. Well, there you go. Bad News Badger says, Mudang once again gets snuffed by the Nobel Peace Prize this year. There. Gazewolf says, doesn't Nux have contacts at YouTube that he can pressure? That would be great. Maybe I should talk to Nux. I should talk to Nux. I'm going to talk to Nux. Let's talk to Nux. He's going to get it done. The Jew's going to get it done. And that's going to get me canceled for saying something positive about Nux because he's Jew. I don't know, whatever. Nux is a bro. He's been a friend of mine, right? Once again, I judge people by their personal relationship with me. If they're friends with me, we're cool. But some people don't want to be friends. But I think we should all be friends. Everybody should be friends. Let's all be friendly, right? Nene Escobar says, I just tuned in late. What did I walk into? Dirty Mudang picks. Not yet. I've got the Mudang pick next. Hold on. Let me just turn to the Mudang pick since you're all fascinated with Mudang more than Hassan, which, by the way, Mudang is better than Hassan in every single way. Also, I'm going to have to move back my fast facts yet again because I'm yapping here. And I want it to premiere right afterwards for maximum viewership purposes. Right? We just set that up automatically, but it's maximum viewership purposes. Elgato Leo says, meow. Meow to you too. Michael Mundragon says, wholesome or hornsome. Oh, well, wholesome. Very wholesome. The man from Israel says the stream sounds off. Why the hell does it sound like a goodbye stream? Go to the police bureau. Don't let them. No, it's fine. Once again, if I die, I die. It is what it is. Nick Cruiser says, member for 27 months. Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not after you. Cobain. Yeah, exactly. Once again, maybe I'm wrong about, maybe I'm wrong about 50% of it, but not 100%, right? Mudang biting. It's a cute Mudang. Khao Kiao Zoo over there north of Pattaya. Super cute hippo. Should definitely check that out. Mudang, and just understand, Mudang is like my daughter. She's the feminine energy, the pure JID energy I need in my life of pureness. Even though she's a little chonky, we still love her. Punisher says, Antifa is evil because who in the right mind can be anti-Antifa? That's exactly right. Hunch says, Bolt-on Bondi is a political creature. She used Zimmerman to get the DA, a red flag law to get Florida AG. She caters to the elites. Political side matters not. Yeah, that's the problem with her. That's why she needs to go. She caters too much. Pamsrova says for 100, chat. I cannot type. Chat deserves more emotes. I know. If you guys become members, I can get more emotes. Love you guys. Love you guys. Peace and love, right? Peace and love. I'm a love guy. Rated says the swear jar. It's over 9,000. That's right. Dread says, hey, Legal Mindset, I'm really enjoying your coverage of Tiny's corner case. Tiny. Oh, God, his dick is so small. When do you plan to release a follow-up? Or what would you need to happen for that to make another video? Thanks. We'll see. We'll see. Moodang, you're clicking. That's right. Professor Keen says, Cinder drop 100-page document. I've already commented on that. Cigarette, and we're going to do a mock trial eventually. I need time to get to that. I've got a lot of stuff going on, guys. Cigarette says, what if only one of the adults is into it and the other is only consenting to please their partner? Don't do that. Don't agree to something that you don't both want to do. You need to suck it up, and that's where the masculine energy comes in, right? So channel your inner man and suck it up a little bit and say, I'm not into that, right? And just be braver. You need to be braver and speak up and speak your mind, right? That's the problem, is some people don't speak their mind and they don't speak up. And if you have something that's hurting you, you need to speak up and say it. And not just keep that inside of you and not tell the other person and hope they read your mind. Because that's not going to happen. Men are not mind readers. Women are not mind readers either, although they're better at social intelligence than men are. So sometimes women think men should know, but they don't know because we can't read you as well, right? It's part of our evolutionary biology. If you want to know about evolutionary biology, you can study that. It's baked into our DNA, right? Essentially, and in our history as hunter-gatherers and going back in the beginning of time, like in our ancestral DNA, right? Shadowstone for 1. Thank you. Cheetah Duck says the conflict in the East is Hassan's whole personality. If that ends in what? I don't know. He won't have anything to go on if Gaza goes away. He'll be done. It's a one-trick pony. He talks about how much he hates the war, but the truth is he knows he needs it. Mentality is bodies equal money. Yeah, it's sick. And that's why we need to stop war. I would be happy if there was no war across the world. If we had, I'm a man that if I can fight for world peace, I will fight for world peace. What I want is world peace. And is that so evil to like world peace and to like Tifa and to like big titty anime girls that, are hot? No, with that, none of that's wrong. No, that's wrong. Legal Mindset, I was 100% right. 60% of the time. What was it, Anchorman? Oh, I like the movie Anchorman. It's a good one too. Alpha says, finally caught you live after a couple weeks of the VOD, staying based. Yeah, my opinion. What a cute turtle in the back. Crow. I'm gonna feed you to the crows, right? I'm gonna feed your corpse to the crows for shit talking Mudang. That's not acceptable. You cannot talk about my daughter like that. You cannot talk about my daughter like that. You fucking with Mudang, you fucking with me. Okay? You get me? You get me? You hear me? Don't fuck with my daughter. I'm gonna come for you. Legal Mind says based, always coming to facts. Just the truth. Base Buddha said, tell them how you feel. Spit those facts. That's right. Corny Gas says, obligatory. Are we live? Yeah, we're live. Chaos Smash says, is her name Blue like in Jurassic Park? Ooh, that's good. Blue is another good one. Blue is really sweet. Blue is like a daughter, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the daughter love. I get the daughter. I understand the daughter love. I have like I said, I have like a goddaughter here. And she is like so cool. Everything to me. I can trust her with everything. I can talk to her about everything. It's cool having that feminine energy around. I like it. So I understand it. I completely understand it. 100% understand it. Okay. Alex Stablefield says, Mudang, lizard. I would never say that. Insanity, Your Honor. Okay. Fort X Cross says, you forgive the masses when they donate enough. Church of Saint Mindset, the late and scuffed. No, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Secret Attorney says, what if one of the adults is into it? Oh, no, I got that one already. Well, see, my memory is bad. People don't realize how bad my memory is. It's really bad sometimes, especially my short-term memory is really bad. To stop the confusion, you should give her the mark of corn to know she's a follower. Oh, yeah, we'll put the sigil on the head. That's that's some revelation shit right there. That's some revelation shit right there, putting the seal on the head. You got to be careful with that one, right? Got to be careful with that one. Be careful with Revelation, right? Got to be careful. Don't mess with the Revelation. All right. Let's get to this. Okay. Hassan hates dogs. So in case you haven't seen the video, because maybe some people don't have access to American social media and they haven't been following this, but let's show you how big of a deal this is. This is everywhere right now. Go on American social media. If you're abroad, if you're somewhere, like here in Asia and you haven't seen this, go on this. Look at this. This is Drama Alert. 3.4 million views on Twitter. This is the Hassan shocking the dog, right? So this is everywhere. And anybody who knows anything or says they know anything about American social media and is pretending to be an American social media expert, but they really don't know shit about social media because they're a joke, if they don't know about this and they're absolute scam. This is 3.4 million views right here on Twitter. It's public. You can check this by Drama Alert, posted on October 8th, 2025 at 6:37 a.m. by Drama Alert. Hassan is accused of using a shock collar to stop his dog from walking out of frame during a rant about America. So let's play this.
America, Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop.
Look at that. He shock collared the dog. Look at what an inhuman monster this is. Shock collaring a dog. Look at this.
America, Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop. Jesus Christ, what are you doing?
See, yeah, he pretended he didn't do it, but he did it. We actually we tracked him down and we found the type of shock collar he's using and all of his little tricks and shit like that. He tried to trick us, but when we looked into what he was doing and we actually looked hard, we found out he was scamming and he was lying and he was faking about it. If you go to his profile, right, and you look, you can see the bullshit, including if you did like an enhancement, you can see the tape that he put on to hide the shock because he was trying to hide that. So trying to hide stuff, a lot of stuff he's trying to hide. And if you just look, you can find that. Let's look at the, here's the model. So I'll just show you I'll show you my Twitter, my actual Twitter, not a fake Twitter, right? The actual Twitter here. So this is my real Twitter, right? My real Twitter. So you see here, Hassan's appropriate punishment for shock collaring his dog. Here's this right here. Right? You got Hassan here. Look at all this shit. Look at all this shit about Hassan. Right? So, here's the thing. DHS and Leftists by Nick Sortier, October 15th. Here's them confronting the Antifa people in public. You can look that up, Nick Sortier, at Nick Sortier, October 15th. So you see that there. You see all these posts about the shock collar. Also digital ID. I'm super against that. So that's a woke thing, right? Oh my God, this bar was so fucking bad. I'm not even going to talk about that anymore. Bye, a fucking horrible place. But there's like bad service. Like it's like, holy shit, it's so in your face with bad service. Chink was more, Chink liking horses here. We got that. Chink talking about legalizing jerking off. It's like, this guy's bad, bro. Chink is a real bad dude. Chink needs to fucking go, right? He needs to anyways. So you got Roblox. That's trouble. The kids need to stay away from Roblox. Let's see here. We got Discord leaks with my hacker friend Ryan. I went over that with him. He has a cybersecurity course, which I'm doing a 50-50 profit share. So anybody who buys that course from Ryan, especially if they use my link, they can get that right here, the Cyber Accelerator, right here, October 9th. If they were to buy that course, I get a share of that. So if you want to support me, you could buy the Cyber Accelerator course. And it teaches you about hacking and about cybersecurity and jobs in cybersecurity, which are great for young people. And there could be more hackers out there because there's going to be a lot of work in cybersecurity. So it's a great way to get people working and working on something that's a future profession, not something that's an old profession that's no longer as useful. Maybe you should work on a new one, like here, and he's over here in Bangkok. So he's a great friend of mine, and I just saw him today with coffee. We had coffee at the M Quartier on the 5th floor, and we were hanging out. He's a cool guy, Ryan. We got, let's see here. Digital forensics expert. Oh yeah, here's the tape. Here's what I was looking for. Took me a while, but I got there, right? Here's the tape. See how we enhanced the photo here? See what we did when we know technology correctly? We enhanced the photo and we saw, oh look, it's tape. just had to enhance the photo, up the brightness, right? That's what like tech savvy people do. They just up the brightness and they see what really happened, you know? So yeah, we got him there. We got him, boys. Hold on, I'll play the clip. Where's the clip? This is a really good clip. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Got him, boys. Alexia Moy-Voss for 5 says, Tifa is based. What's unbased is what Squeenix did the remake. I know. They need to fix that. They need to go back. Hey, go back and make Tifa's boobs big. Make Tifa's boobs big again. Listen, all we want is the boobs. Just give us the boobs and we will forgive you. Okay? Square Enix, give us the boobs back. We like big boobs. We are men who are not ashamed of liking big boobs. And we will fight for big boobs. And I will protect big boobs. I will protect big boobs all of my life. I will protect big boobs. Okay? I'll protect her boobs because they're precious to me. I like those boobs. They're good boobs. They're solid boobs. And I'm not afraid of saying that. I'm tired of pretending that I don't like big boobs. I'm tired of pretending it. It's my thing. I've always been into big boobs. I'm a big boob man. Anybody who's ever tried to say elsewise doesn't know me very well. They don't know that I like big boobs, really big boobs. I like them. They're good. They're good for everybody, right? Yeah, exactly. Why are we pretending we don't like this? Why are we pretending we don't like this? Why do men have to pretend we don't like boobs? Like, why is it so bad to like big boobs? I don't understand why it's evil to like big boobs. Why is that bad? Why does that make me a bad person for liking big boobs? Why am I evil for that? I don't get it. I don't get it. Sarah Bain says, catching up, it sounds like Mindset wants to go Nong Notch. It's a nice place. Went a couple of years ago. I'll have to check it out. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's some internet slang. By the way, I know a lot of people are using internet slang. Maybe that's internet slang. I don't know. Sometimes people use internet slang. I don't know it because I'm a boomer and I'm just like off. It is what it is. I'm a boomer, guys. You guys know that. I love my boomers. Boomers are great. Boomers are great. Also, some of the people stalking me are boomers. I like the boomers. They're cool. I talk to the boomers. They're cool. The boomers are based. I'm really down with them. I'm really down with the boomers because we have a lot in common because they're like real men, right? That generation, real men, some real men, and they're cool. I like talking to them. Surbain says, catching up sounds like mine. Oh no, I got that one already. Okay, sorry. See, once again, my memory's bad. See how bad my memory is? I just do stuff like that. Secret Lover for 999 says, have you seen the clip of Kaya as a puppy yet? No, so cute. Oh wait, yes, I have. See, once again, my memory is getting the best of me. Tectone, my homie Tectone with millions of followers on most social media, who has this. Look at this post by Tectone, my homie. This is my close friend Tectone. He's a really good friend of mine. He's my brother. I talk to him all the time. Millions of followers, right? 1.1 million views here. Posted 11:16 a.m. Once again, real Twitter, not a fake one. At Tectone. 1:16 a.m., October 15th, 2025, 1.1 million views by my homie. It's my homeboy. Look at this. Let's watch this.
I don't know if putting them in a confined space like this together is a good idea, but we're about to see very quickly. She will most likely recognize. She will very quickly learn that that's probably a mistake. Because if she keeps pushing Fiona, Fiona is going to bite. Oh, there we go. Good job, Fiona.
So literally, look at that. They put this girl, this poor daughter, this poor girl, they put her in a confined space. They trapped her. And when the other dog bit her, she fought back, she got he was celebrating. What a sick bastard. Sick bastard. I'll put money in the swear jar for that one. Hassan is evil. He deserves a shock collar for that shit. Any person who tries to, anytime, animal, human, I believe in the living things, right? Like Mudang, right? It's bad. Even Mudang. I kind of want Mudang to be free. I kind of want Mudang to have more space. Like Mudang needs to, you know what? I just thought of something. I had a good idea. Why don't we give Mudang a larger enclosure? Why don't we give her more space to roam? I like the zoos that have a lot of open space, and Cow Cow has a lot of open space, but we need to make sure there's enough open space for Mudang. We need to protect Mudang and make sure Mudang feels free, because freedom is important. Freedom is super important. I love freedom. I'm a freedom guy. I like to be free. I like to do what I want. I'm going to go get some Oreos and maybe some ice cream and something like that after this, because I feel like doing whatever I want to do. Maybe I go out for a drink. Who knows what I do? I just like to be random and do whatever I want to do because I like to be free, because I'm an American and I'm also a pirate. I like booty and hot pirate bitches. But, you know, that said, I like to be free. I like to do what I want. Freedom is why I came here to Thailand, because I feel like I have freedom. And if someone's going to take my freedom away, what do I have left? Like, that's all you can have is freedom. And that's why I do YouTube. It's freedom to speak what I want and speak my mind. I just want freedom. That's all. Just freedom. Right? Is that so hard? That's so hard. But anyways, you've got to lock this person up. Lock this dog up with a monster like Hassan. Right? It's just not right. It's just not right. And he celebrates that violence. It's not correct. It is not correct. I'm totally against that. So once again, we gotta enjoy and protect the things we love and animals like Mudang. So let's get to the law, right? Enough rambling, because I've been rambling a lot. Let's get to the law, because I'm a law man, and I obey all the laws. This is gonna piss people off. Here's the controversial part. Here's the part that people are going to be pissed. This is why they want to kill me. Because this statement, I could not even make this statement the title, because YouTube is too woke. So if I made this the title, YouTube would come after me, because they're run by a bunch of woke idiots. Even though they're trying to change the leadership in most companies, the problem is the workers are super woke. The day-to-day workers are super woke. They need to be purged out because they're too ideological, and they're stopping stuff. They're doing stuff like stopping me from getting my plaque because of ideology, purely because of ideology. They're suppressing people in the algorithm. The day-to-day workers need to be replaced with real people that are objective and fair and balanced to both sides. Fair and balanced. It's got to be fair and balanced, right? So this statement, I was going to make the title, Slavery is Legal and We Need More of It. But I was afraid of dying, because I travel, and all it takes is one unhinged Antifa lunatic to kill me. And I'm not like Superman here. I'm not James Bond, even though I'm very good at counter surveillance and because I've studied it. I'm not James Bond, okay? I'm not going to be driving in a super hyper car chase and all this other shit. That's ridiculous. That's preposterous. Anybody who thinks that is stupid. I'm just a smart person who learns quickly. And I've always learned quickly my entire life. Since I've been a kid, I read something once and I learn it. Boom. That's how quick I am. I'm very good. That's my superpower. I learn quickly. It's quickly, right? So, this is legal in the U.S. Slavery is legal, and we need more of it. And what I mean is legal under the 13th Amendment. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as punishment for crime, where of the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States or in any place subject to their jurisdiction. That's the law. That's the 13th Amendment. What does that say? Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as punishment for crime. Except as punishment for crime. That's the thing. Except as punishment for crime. So when you have punishment for crime, it's okay. You can throw the shock collar on them. And by the way, I know the Fast Facts has just started, so I'm gonna speed run this, and I'll get to all the super chats later. So some people hate the truth, but this is the truth, and they're gonna have to deal with it. I will die speaking for truth and freedom. Actually, no, wait, it hasn't started yet, has it? Okay, I'm boomering this really bad. It started in 15 minutes. I don't have to speed run so hard. Okay, I already moved it. See, my memory is horrible. Some people hate the truth, but the truth. We can enslave people as prisoners, and we do that already. The majority of prisoners are, and let them farm cabbages. Yes, Johnny Somali could be wearing a shock collar. That's a good idea. Shock collar for Somali. Let's shock him. So, in fact, make that AI video. Johnny Somali wearing a shock collar while he picks cabbage. And he can be monitored by a drone. It's really effective. We could have a drone with a camera over him. So if he fucks around, like some remote operator, even the drone itself, can just shock him. Shock him. Boom, shocked. Boom, shocked. Boom, shocked. It's more humane. It's way more humane. It's way more humane. And there's cruel and unusual punishment. So this is one of the reasons why this is something that is controversial and why Trump needs to get on this. Because the leftist states like Gavin Newsom and California are trying to make it so that jails are country clubs. They don't want any forced labor. And Gavin Newsom is running for president. We all know that. Gavin Newsom is a big force to be going against. Same with George Soros, who's known for bringing down entire economies. Anybody who knows anything about economics knows that George Soros is a big figure who has a lot of money and a lot of power and can fund things like Antifa to go abroad and do things like stalk a YouTube creator who is like Charlie Kirk, right? The Charlie Kirk of Thailand, right? I'm the Charlie Kirk of Thailand because there's really not a lot of creators here. So I'm really the Charlie Kirk of Thailand, right? And I don't want to be Charlie Kirk, right? I want to be a guy who lives in the honor of Charlie Kirk because I am living in the honor of Charlie Kirk. But I don't want to be Charlie Kirk. Are we all on the same page here? Right? I like life. I like living, right? It's good. I like freedom and living and Oreos. I like Oreos a lot. Right? Yeah, we're all Charlie Kirk, right? We're all Charlie Kirk. We are all Charlie Kirk. I appreciate you guys out there. The real, true Americans. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. We're all Charlie Kirk. The true Americans are all Charlie Kirk. Chaos Smash says, Tifa wasn't the only thing nerfed. The story, too. Yeah, the story needs to get fixed. It needs to go back to the original. Just do the original, but make Tifa hot and make the graphics good. That's it. Unknown Hidden Chain B says, I've got a clip of Hassan saying he's going to DM Moist Critical for an Asmongold reaction when I send it. Andrew Esquire live at gmail.com. Once again, I've said my email multiple times. Andrew, ANDREW ESQUIRELIVE at gmail.com. COM. Spelling it out for you. That's my email. Anybody can email me about anything. If they want to get in contact with me, they want to talk, they want to have a little conversation, you can just shoot me an email. Anybody can do that. There's no barrier to entry to that. Everybody can email me. It's been known. It's on my social media everywhere, right? And if you have any sponsorship or brand deals, you can send that to legalmindset at mythictalent.com. That's for sponsorship or brand deals, put them there. But if you're sending me something, you just want to have a little chat, little chit chat, email me. Be like, hey, I want to have a chit chat. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Let's have a chit chat. Big Buddha says, make Tifa's boobs great again. That's right. MTBGA. Yes, that's right. I like big boobs. Sigrun says, Tifa's boba aren't as big as people remember. It's more cartoony proportions that make them look bigger. Boba are nice. Listen, man, I love them all. I love them all. I'm a lover. I'm just a lover. Are you going to blame me for being a lover? I'm a lover. Jan Novik says for 100, Pokemon can be woke all at once, but nothing can take back the moment where Professor Oak sends Ash to find all Pokemon after finding out his mom is single again. But once again, I think single moms have it rough. Once again, I think single moms need love too. Single moms need love too. They need support. They need support. They need someone who's going to provide for them and support for them and care for them. And I believe that's very, very important to do that, right? But you got to make sure, and this is the thing with single moms, you got to make sure the money is actually going to the kid. Because a lot of times what happens is they have a boyfriend, a secret boyfriend, and they've been sending money to their secret boyfriend instead of doing it. So you got to be careful with these single moms. Got to be careful. 12 Table says, look at Wes and Cal Health and Safety Code 112. Is that a thing? Okay. Hold on. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 5. I'm really slow with numbers. So, yeah, that's a thing. Okay. Attach a dog to a running line pulley. A dog shall not be tethered to a running line. Oh, is that another one that Hassan violated? Another health and safety code? Uh-oh. Somebody needs to look into this one. Hey, California, look into this one. Look into this one. Uh-oh. John said Pokemon may be woke all at once, but nothing can take by the moment. Oh, yeah, I got that one already. There you go. Max Power says, from LA to Zanzibar, Hassan shall meet the prison bar. What's up? Shout out to my bros in Zanzibar. Oh, yeah, I got my bro Charles in Zanzibar. He's a fucking based guy. Love him. He was at my cousin's wedding in Germany. That was great. That was a really crazy wedding in Germany. So many people there. So many people with noble titles. That was really crazy that I have family with so many titles. Spectre Lover says, wait, you said it too fast. What's your email? I'm going to kill you. But with love. I'm going to kill you with love and banning you from the chat. Sigrun says, for 5, the FF7 remake is a misnomer. It's actually a sequel. It's a bad story. They need to just do the original and make it based. Can we forward your spam to the I will. Okay. We're done with you guys. You guys are being ridiculous. And we're gonna have to start this again. We're gonna have to start this again. All right. Shock collar says human shock collars would be more humane. So once again, think about all the prison rape, prison violence, everything else that stops immediately. It stops immediately because as soon as some prisoner tries to rape another prisoner, yeah, here's the email, by the way. Here, I'm going to spell it out for you by my Maud Danielle, my Yukio, right? My ex-friend that I miss dearly. Used to call him, Yukio. Andrew Esquire Live at gmail.com. Right? More humane than violence. Violence is not good. I'm a nonviolent person. We don't need to have prison assault, prison attacks. They're not good. We need to stop that. It'll allow for freedom of movement. Like I said, you could just put them all on a prison island. Forget about a facility. Just make a prison island with drones. And then you literally can let them roam around the island and be free and have the little prison civilization, right? And they're just on an island and they're having fun on the island. They can have fun. That's fine. As long as they don't beat each other up and rape each other, maybe prisoners can be all right. And maybe they can rehabilitate themselves. Maybe they can build up the island and make it awesome if they want to. If they want to just be like Antifa and tear everything down, that's fine. But I think if you break something, you should build it back. If Antifa destroys a highway, they should be forced to build the highway. If Hassan shocks an animal, he too should be shocked. Equal, equality, Mr. Equality, Mr. Super Equality, right? Equal side. Okay. Allow for freedom of movement. Also allows for remote triggering, so the guards will be safe. So you can just do it by drone or by guard, however, right? So now, I will say this about this. This is one thing. Humanity. Listen up, humanity. Okay? We are on the verge of an AI revolution, but we need to make sure that humans do stay at critical junctures that they're in charge, right? Because we don't want to put everything with the AI. We're going to get lazy and we'll be like, we want to put everything with the AI. We got to stop ourselves and be like, okay, we have these choke points where humanity is in charge. Not allowing AI to just take over everything because we're lazy and we want to get efficiency and we're going too fast or whatever else. We need humans. So don't put the AI in charge of the shocking, because then we might all get the shock and we don't want that. We don't want that. That's bad, right? We just want the bad people to get the shock, not the good people, right? Okay, let's go here. It's an immediate corrective punishment. It's very Pavlovian. Pavlovian, if you know about Pavlovian training, Pavlovian dog training, it actually works, right? Pavlovian, very good. Exotic Ken says, I'll see Mudang in March. Moo is good. It sounds about, yeah, awesome. I know my mod Danielle wants to come out and see Mudang, so that'd be cool. Do a little Mudang trip. James Galipo says, bro, I like both the live streams and the fast facts, depending on where you are. You do both. Yo ho and a bottle of rum. I'm a pirate. I got you. You understand me. See, this guy gets me. This guy really understands me. I'm just a pirate. I love alcohol and well, not too much. You gotta have balance, right? But sometimes you gotta party a little bit, and you gotta, party and enjoy yourself. Have a bottle of rum or Sangsum, that Thai rum. It's really good. Sangsum. You can do it. Shout out to Sangsum. I love tuk-tuks. All you guys say, yeah, you know what? I may take a tuk-tuk tonight. I missed it. I may drive around in a tuk-tuk tonight. See, this is my spontaneousness. I just want to hit a tuk-tuk. Maybe I'll hit a tuk-tuk. I'm going to get some Oreos. I'm going to get some ice cream. I'm going to take a tuk-tuk. I don't know where yet. I'm going to do something. I like tuk-tuks. Okay. All right. Let's see. Damn you, Pavlov. Okay, wait, we got 1 minute left. Oh my God. Okay, conclusion, quick conclusion. 1 minute conclusion. Hassan Piker deserves the pain of a shock collar as fairness to what happened to Kayla. Justice for Kaya. Justice for Kaya. The judge is within his rights to order a shock collar put on Hassan under the Constitution. It should be a federal offense. Wake up, Pam Bondi. Barron Trump, get on this. Barron Trump, watch the TikTok, watch the reel. Tell your dad. Leftist states like California, don't let them win. Don't let Gavin Newsom win. Put a shock collar on Hassan. Make it a federal crime. Don't let the state stop that. Let's get it popping. By the way, this is perfect. I'm going to end on this. Moderation is key to a good time. Amen, brother. That's my sermon for today. See you. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.